situation, and we're heading back to our cows and probably gonna shoot some of them. Well, before we get to why we came back here, this is a problem because that is our cow, not in our field. And that is still not our field, but it's closer to our field. So we've got a gate down on the other end. Gonna go down there and see if we can get her to go through that. It's always something. Well, at least something went really easily today. So what we really came back here for, I told you earlier, is to shoot some animals, and we literally are going to. It's not like you think. Y'all didn't think we'd really shoot the cows, did you? So we are gonna use an instrument to deliver some fly deterrent. You've seen us put fly spray on the cows before, and we've done that like with a pump up sprayer, either a big tank sprayer or a hand sprayer. But we are going to try this CO2, I guess it's a gun, isn't it?
It's a vet gun.
It's a vet gun. So we are going to be shooting it. It's kind of like a little paintball, but it's going to be a lot less stress for them. I know you're like, well, you're shooting them with a paintball, but just like people go out and play paintball, I mean, I'm not even going to sit here and tell you that this is not going to hurt at all, but it's going to explode on impact. It's not just going to hit them and bounce off. It's not that hard of a ball, but it's going to be less stressful than handling them, getting them up in the corral, working them, all that. That is stressful on animals every time you have to do that. And so I really feel like this is going to be better. The reason we're doing this is because we have an epidemic. So I showed you several cows that look okay. Some of them have kind of runny eyes, but then I showed you P5. That was the last one I showed you, the black motley face. She has a runny eye, and you can see it's kind of goopy. Actually, it's really goopy, and it's kind of white looking. That is because she has pink eye. So we are trying to take care of that, and you may be thinking, well, why are you spraying for flies if you've got pink eye? Well, it all goes hand in hand. So we are in sort of a cooler snap here. I doubt that it'll last, but it actually feels better than it has been feeling. So we are back here looking, and we don't actually have flies terrible right now. We've had them way worse earlier in the year. So I don't know that we're actually going to treat every cow out here. We're going to treat a couple, kind of do an experiment, see how this works, and then we'll go from there. But the fact is, we got this started weeks ago, earlier in the year, when we did have flies pretty bad. And all it takes is one cow getting pink eye from flies spreading it. Your neighbor could have an outbreak of pink eye. Flies get on there and then bring it to your herd. If one gets it in your herd, then it's contagious. It's very contagious to them. It's not contagious to you, but it's very contagious amongst them. So now we have it going. So we're back here, gonna try this out because we have to keep a handle on the flies. We've got to try to get these well that do have pink eye, but we've also got to get a handle on the flies for when they ramp back up. We got to have a game plan so we don't get flies as bad as we did a few weeks ago. So I'm trying to show you a variety of the cows out here. We just have it in a handful of them, but that can go from bad to worse, especially if we don't get a handle on the flies and keep it from spreading. But also, we just have to kind of ride this storm out at this point. If you don't want to use a whole lot of like injectable antibiotics and things like that, sometimes you have to ride the storm. And we have not found injecting them with antibiotics to really even be effective in the past. So Ben is getting this vet gun ready. There's different medicines and things, different things you can use this for. This is the first time we bought this thing. Just honestly, because it kind of looked fun. Yeah?
Well, I mean, that and it's, we don't have nothing back here to really get the cows up. Got that little corral, but it's harder to medicate them in that little bitty corral than it is back at the house.
And just being honest, I mean,
it does look fine.
So I think what we've decided, our bulls actually are some of the worst out here, sadly, and they're like some of the most valuable things out here. But we're gonna go ahead and put some of this fly spray on them because we don't want flies on the ones that actually have this and then taking it to the ones that don't. So that's probably what we're gonna do. Ben's getting it loaded up. Let's see how this goes.
Man, I got 5 of them in there. We'll start with that and see what happens.
Yeah.
So like Andrea said, we had never used this. We're brand new to it. It's gonna be simple. It's just a CO2 powered. CO2 comes with these little CO2 canisters. Put it in the end here. Little ball, it's like paintball.
We should say we're not advertising this thing at all. We literally bought this at the feed store.
And don't really know how well it's gonna work. I have read a lot of reviews on it and a lot of people are really impressed with it. Apply this and then come back out the next day. There's no flies on them, so let's go see how it works.
We gotta take a break and look at the babies. Look at them, aren't they so cute?
Make them get up.
Okay, Ben was just telling me something and I thought it was interesting. Let me show you this calf's rear end, for lack of a better word.
So if you look at him compared to the other calves, he's got a genetic defect. They call it double muscle. It's not sought after, but when you see an animal like that,
he's impressive.
It's impressive to look at.
He looks like a little, I'm gonna see if I could get him in the shot. He looks like a little bodybuilder.
He's looked like that ever since he was born. But look on the top of his back, on his back legs. He's got muscles sticking up higher than his backbone. See that?
All right, you ready?
Safety's off.
Okay.
All right, I need a clear broadside shot.
Oh, you got him.
I mean, it's just like paintball. We play that for fun.
He's just turning.
So what we're doing is going in circles around him because you don't want, he keeps turning, but you want a good broadside shot. If you shoot them at an angle like that, I've read that a lot of it glances off and it doesn't actually splatter on them, it just ricochets off.
All right, we finally got him.
Alright, drive through there. I think Lucy, Emily's cow, had a few flies on her. A lot of these don't have flies.
No.
That's what's just kind of mind-blowing.
You can also get pink eye started though with
Eye irritation?
yeah, like stalky grasses, letting your grass get too high. Pollen, what?
I've let mine get pretty high.
Okay, so here's Emily's cow. We'll treat her because she does have some. Okay, so the gun's louder than anything because these things are like popping.
Well, she didn't even flinch. Oh, she got pink eye.
Yeah. So these things explode really easily. I do like that because I don't want to be hurting them. I guess we'll keep you posted. We did about, what, 4?
Yeah, because I got 1 ball left.
This thing is not like cheap by any means, so you don't want to just go out just doing it to be doing it. You don't want to do everybody if they don't need it. But like I said, you can get pink eye started from, there was a lot of little like flowers blooming.
Right there.
Yeah, there's still some over there that are yellow, and they look like they have quite a bit of pollen. And these that have it do look like they have kind of pollen in their eye. So I don't know, we could have got this started multiple ways, but once it's started, you got to deal with it. You ready to head back to the house?
Yes, I'm tired. I've been mowing hay all day today. Got more to mow, but let's get this baled up first.
We are just being transparent with you. Ben and I are running like crazy.
Yes.
Lane and Emily are grown. Lane is, I don't know, I said it on a video, but Lane is engaged now. He's 20. He just got his first job in ministry, which has been his dream for a while.
Yep.
And people have spoken that over him his entire life, even before he could see it. So that's kind of come full circle. It's been really cool to witness for us.
And we're excited for him.
We're very excited. So who knows what that looks like here at the farm. He helped build this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This can always be something that, you know, if he needs extra money, we can always use extra help. But we never want to hold our kids back and put, you know, our dreams off onto them. And then Emily.
She's not engaged.
She's not engaged.
Not yet.
But she's almost grown too.
Yeah.
She's going to be 19 in October, so our kids are grown, y'all.
We're fixing to be empty nesters
I
for
know
too
it.
long.
It's so weird. But she's doing really good.
You've got a lot on your plate.
I'm trying not to be stressed. I'm trying to take it one day at a time. And just like today. We almost didn't come out here, but then we're like, you know what? We need to go try that thing out. We need to go check on the cows, blah, blah, blah. So
You need to treat them.
anyway,
Can't let it keep getting worse.
we're just trying to take it one day at a time. I encourage you guys to do the same. You can only do what you can do, and prioritize, make your list, and then if you don't get it done, carry that over to tomorrow. That's all you can do. That's all I can do. And we're making it. I think we're making it pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of work, but
Yeah.
you got to love it. You got to want to do it. Just like today, I took a vacation day off work to work. So if you want to do it, make sure that that's something that you really want to do.
Yeah, you're never gonna make it at anything if you're not willing to sacrifice and work hard at it. And I remind myself of that. Like, we're finally with the meat business starting to, I say make money, but we wind up investing it back in the farm. We've not really made any money yet, but that is coming on the horizon. And why would we quit now? You know, we've worked all this time to build it up, and I encourage you guys. I mean, you've probably put time and effort into something. Don't quit before it comes to fruition.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you ready to go? I'm done for the day.
Done. Thanks for watching. God bless.
Don't point it at me.